Okay. And let me go ahead, share my screen real quick. Okay, so just a reminder on Monday, we have our Fit Ways in 21 Days Release and Recover. It's just going to be a really good program for releasing that tension, getting some good stretches in. So I definitely recommend joining. And then, really quick, here is our waiver. Going to stop sharing. And I will go ahead and get started. So just a reminder, feel free. We're going to be in a seated position for this whole time. And we're really going to be working upper body. So essentially think neck on down. If you are in a chair versus on the floor, I kind of want you to sit towards the edge of the chair. Let's start by rolling those shoulders back and down. Good. And then go ahead and release them. And then I just want you to circle your neck. Good. And then let's go in the other direction. And come back to center. I want to get a few big arm circles in. Good. And then let's go ahead and reverse. Just getting a little bit of mobility, a little bit of a warm up before we get into those deep stretches. And then I want you to give a big bear hug, opening wide, other arm on top. Good. One more time. Perfect. And then we're going to do a couple seated cat cows. So I'm just going to show from the side, kind of grabbing around your legs here. And as you inhale, I want you to lift the chest, bringing the chin towards the ceiling. And then exhale, we're going to round the back, tucking the chin. And so again, inhale, we're opening the chest, lifting the chin to the ceiling. Exhale, we're tucking the chin and folding. So I just want you to do that a couple more times. I want you to really connect with your breath here. Good. And let's do one more inhale and exhale. And then come back to a neutral back. So come back into seated position if you're on the floor and doing a full cat cow. And we're going to start right now with our neck. So what I want you to do is I want you to bring your chin to your chest. Now really relax those shoulders. We want to relieve some of that tension here. Taking those hands, I want you to interlace those fingers, bringing them on top of the head, letting the elbows fall in towards each other. Now here, I just want the weight of the arms to do the work. So I don't want you pulling or anything like that, especially when our neck and our muscles are really tight from sitting at our desk, working on the computer. We just want to ease into these stretches here. And then you might notice as we continue to hold it that you might get a little bit deeper, that you'll notice the muscles releasing a little bit more. And then on the next inhale, I want you to release the hands, bringing the head all the way back up. Now, I want you to take your chin and I want you to bring it towards your shoulder. We're going to take whichever direction your chin is in. I want you to take that same hand, bring it on top of the head. And we're just going to get more towards the back and the side of the neck here. And then inhale and release. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So bringing the chin towards the shoulder, bringing that hand on top of the head. Again, just letting the weight of the arm doing the work. We're not pulling or yanking on our head. And then go ahead and release. Now, here I want you to really refocus, rolling those shoulders back and down. We're going to bring our ear to our shoulder. We're going to take that hand, bring that hand on top of the head. Now, if you're in a chair, feel free to grab underneath the chair and you can get a little bit more resistance. If you're on the floor, I want you to take your hand, flexing the hand and pressing the heel of the hand towards the ground. Release, come back up, rolling those shoulders back and down. We're going to do the other side. So bringing that ear to the shoulders, hands come up, other hand either grabbing underneath the chair or flexing the hand and the heel presses to the ground. And then release, come on up. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to look over one shoulder. Coming back to center, resetting, and looking over the other shoulder. And back to center. I want you to inhale, taking a big, deep breath, reaching the arms overhead. Now, grabbing a wrist, I want you to lean to the side. Now, I want you to take that top shoulder and bring it towards the ground. As you inhale, bringing the shoulder back towards the ceiling and then coming all the way up, grabbing the other wrist. Let's lean to the other side. Now taking that top shoulder, bringing it towards the ground. Inhale, shoulder comes back towards the ceiling and come all the way back up, releasing. Take a deep breath in and then interlace those fingers right in front of you. Rotate so the thumbs are pointing towards the ground, tucking your chin, pressing the hands away from you and rounding your back. I want you to feel some separation in between the shoulder blades here. And then keeping the fingers interlaced, I want you to inhale, sitting back up nice and tall. Good. Another breath in. And then exhale, I want you to press forward again. See if you can get your back a little rounder, pressing forward a little bit more. And then inhale and release. We're going to do our chest just really quick. And so all I want you to do, open up those arms nice and wide. And then exhale, bringing an arm across the body and hugging it in. Great. If you find that you're kind of hunched up, that your shoulder is up, I really want you to think about relaxing it, letting it come down. Releasing. Let's take the other arm out, then bringing it across the body. Same thing. We're hugging it in, really relaxing and dropping that shoulder. And then go ahead and release. We're going to get our triceps just a little bit. So I want you to bring your arm up and overhead, and then we're bringing that hand in between the shoulder blades. Other arm, we're grabbing right at that elbow, gently pulling that arm in towards the body. And then let's switch. So we're going to switch sides. And then go ahead and release. Now, I want you to go ahead and we're going to take our left hand on the outside of our right leg, lifting the chest. I want you to twist. So if you're on the ground, just kind of reach that right hand behind you. If you have a chair, you can grab the back of your chair and maybe get a little bit deeper into that stretch. Now coming back to center, let's reset. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to do the other side. If you find that you kind of start collapsing, that your shoulders start rounding, I want you to reset, lifting up that chest. And then coming back to center, we are going to work our hamstrings just a little bit because that's going to help give a little bit of release in our low back. So if you're in a chair, I want you to take one leg out, heel on the ground, toe to the ceiling. If you're sitting on the floor, I want you to take one leg out, but you're going to tuck the other leg in. So if you're in a chair, keeping the back nice and straight, I want you to forward fold. Same thing if you're on the ground, go ahead and fold over that leg. And then gently come up, bringing that leg back in. Let's do the other side. So again, heel on the ground, toe to the ceiling, bending at the hips, bringing our body towards that leg. With the leg that is straight, make sure that you really aren't putting any pressure on it, especially if you are sitting in a chair. Feel free to keep your hands on your hips or on the bent leg. And then come on up. Let's just finish with a couple of deep breaths in. So inhale, bring in the arms up. Exhale, go ahead and release 2 more times. Deep breath in, out fully. Good. Last time in and out. And thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you next week. Thank you so much.